going to your second case.
All right, because I'm going to just wrap it all in one. So I get 5 years probation. I get 5 years probation for this. So 4.5 years later, my kind heart let somebody stay in my house. The cops raid my crib looking for this person. I have 2 months left on 5-year probation. I get locked up. I jumped out my sleep. I lived in Coney Island. Y'all know Coney Island's a wild fucking place. I hear something. I hear boom, 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 boom. I'm in my sleep, but I feel like I'm dreaming. Then I hear boom, like the door hit the wall.
Yeah.
By the time I jumped up, I seen a big ass guns in my face. Keep still, keep still. They shining flashlights every up to my big ass, like the SWAT team came and kicked my door in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, yo? My life is like a movie, son. I swear to God. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So now, they got me sitting there, they zip tie me, and they got me sitting on my bed. Now I'm half asleep, half up. I'm just like, I still don't understand. It feel like a dream. I'm just like, I'm trying to wake myself up, like, no fucking way. So I'm zip tied, and they asking me for the person that they looking for. I'm just like, I don't know. He don't live here. He don't live here. So let me just backtrack to the night before that happened. I started to realize certain things. I'm not a person. All right, I'm a down ass bitch. In any situation, as a friend, as a whatever, I'm a down ass bitch. You gotta put me on, and I'm gonna agree to it or I'm not gonna agree to it. Like, yo, I'm be doing so and so and so and so. That's either cool or it's not cool. I didn't get put on to anything that was going on. So long story short, it's like I was helping somebody out. They was saying they was beefing in their crib. Like, yo, I be at work and school all the time. You could just stay here during the day. By the time I come home, they on their way out. Cool. That was no problem for me. I was that cool with this person. So it was just like, when in the fuck was you going to tell me when I was going you selling drugs out my crib to a confidential informant? When in the fuck was you going to say that you was fucking bagging up in the crib? Now, I am not oblivious to nothing, but it's like when somebody being slick and they trying to finesse you, they're going to try their best. And if I'm not paying attention, I'm busy, you can finesse the shit out of me. And that's why I take my fault at, like, yo, I should have been more on point. That's my crib. I'm wilding. So it was like little stuff. But that's what made me started to be like, so the night before, the nigga must have got up out there before I came home. Because he wanted to come back like he left something. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm putting my foot down. Like, this is getting too crazy. I came home. It was killers in my living room. I don't want to do this no more. Or some shit like that. Like, that's how I would be like, nah. So, come to find out. So now, let's speed forward back to now where I'm in the zip ties. And the detective, so I have a walk-in closet. Them Coney Island apartments is fly as fuck. If y'all don't know, go get one. Them just fly, but you got to deal with the bullshit. But, so I have a walk-in closet. So I have, like, so now I'm a female, so I keep, like, my church. I don't go to church like that. I got my church clothes, interview clothes, like, high on my shelves. Y'all know how that goes. Yeah. Then I think it was, like, going into summertime, so I'm, like, bringing down my winter clothes. So the detective, he mad tall, so he stands in the doorway of my walk-in closet, and he look up. And he like, so it's nothing in here? No, like, you know, I'm still half coming out. I'm like, no, it's nothing in here. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. He just reached over, no funny shit. He probably tiptoed a little bit. Took the plate down, mad crack, with the razor, some of it bagged up, some of it on a plate. Another crack with heroin, with the little spoon, with the little long, what they call it, glassine envelopes, whatever the fuck they put in your court papers. That the fuck was in my court papers. And I'm sitting there looking like an idiot, like, but in my head now, I'm starting to wake up. This is why this nigga was fiending to come back last night. He must have been like, oh, he must have got up out of here and I came home before he was able to come back to my crib and clean his shit up. Oh my God. Yeah, so now they call a nigga my boyfriend. Where's your boyfriend? That's not my boyfriend. Y'all ran in my crib, meaning y'all was watching my crib. Why the fuck y'all ain't wait till that nigga was here? I'm tight now. Like, why the fuck would y'all come here and did not see that nigga walk in this building? Why the fuck would y'all do that? Anyway, so now they asking where he at, but you know, like, to me, like, I got a lot of controversy for that. I got a lot of controversy for, like, you know, why you didn't just say what he was. I really, like, first of all, I don't know if because I've been in jail, I have a lot of street friends, that's not really my character. It's like, it's kind of like, yeah, they like, yo, you should have just been like, yo, that nigga's here, da, 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 da. But I felt like this. If you my peoples, like how I feel like you my peoples, and I did end up in a situation like that, even though, and I take my fault too. So I don't really put that on nobody else because that was my crib. I should have been smart enough to like I take that fault. My thing in my head is now, all right, I get locked up off this nigga shit. When I get in there and I call this nigga, he's supposed to handle everything. I'm supposed to give you that opportunity to fix the fuck up. You know I got kids. You know I have so certain things going on. Even if, and I was more mad that he didn't tell me, but fuck being mad, I'm in jail now. So it's but so much I could be mad over you not telling me. I'm not going to cry with spill milk. I'm a solution-orientated person. So what can I do now? Calls the nigga. He was doing right at first. My bail was $10,000 from that. He's supposed to give my pop. Now, they wanted either the whole 10. It was like some super duper assurity. My parents make money. So they needed, it took me mad long to get out, but whatever. We might have to say that part too. But anyway, so let me continue with this shit. So now he's supposed to give my pops, meet up with my pops and give my pops 10 bands for my bail. He did come on my first visit. He brought me clothes, everything I needed. I can hold it down to an extent. Yes, I'm mad, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to be a man. Out of nowhere, it's like my pops and my cousins, and they like, yo, every time we supposed to meet this nigga, he's playing games. That's not going to make me tell because I'm still not a snitch. But now it's like, now if my cousins want to come after you, I'm going to just have to let them because it's like, but so much I could say right now. You're playing. Come to find out. But God don't like ugly. I believe in karma, and karma always works. Let me tell you, when your intentions is pure, only you and God know when your intentions. I'm not a cold-hearted person. You got to do something for me to get cold-hearted with you. But I'm genuine for the most part. I like to sit back and watch karma clap the shit out you. So a month later, they raided the right crib. They got him. They had way more shit. And mind you, when they locking me up, they like, the black nigga, the black detective, I was like, yo, he was so cool. Like, I hate them, but he was cool. And he was like, yo, we really don't, he was so mad taking me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we wish he was here. But I feel like, anyway, I'm going to get to what I said to him. Now, he playing. I get the same paid lawyer again. The paid lawyer is telling me, like, all he really has to do is say this. The prosecutors is at my court. They like, we know this stuff is not hers, but she's not telling us about him. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I ate my time. I end up getting, I had to do a bunch of programs. So what they found in the crib was a bunch of dope, a bunch of crack, two disarmed handguns. So it was like they found the ammunition one place. They found a gun somewhere else. I bailed out. I had like found out I was pregnant in jail. It was mad shit with that. I found out I was pregnant in jail, so I bailed out right before I gave birth. I sat the whole time because it was a serious charge. I wanted to know if I had to do time that I sat when I was pregnant. I couldn't really do shit on the outside. Let me just sit in here and just eat this up. I had money. I was living good. Not to say it's good to be in jail. It's never good to be in jail, but I was comfortable. I needed what I needed. I had what I needed. So, anyway, they found him with way more shit. I had to come home and do a couple of programs. Osborne was, if y'all dealing with any type of gun charges or anything like that, I suggest y'all go do one of them programs because, like, they take it back. They evaluated, like, they sat me down. I did, like, a 2-hour interview with them. And they, like, broke down my life so that they could, like, break down of why I make the decisions I make. Whatever they think was, the DA was okay with that for them to drop all the charges. And I ended up getting charged with attempted possession of a controlled substance, which is still a bullshit-ass charge, but it's a C felony. So...
How many years they give you for that?
So I got sentenced to 1.5 years upstate and 3 years post-release. So
in facility?
So I went to Albion. So I started at Bedford. They put me in Bedford. It's horrible. Horrible. You don't get no packages the first 30 days. I promise you I lost 30 pounds in them 30 days. So, and then you don't have no choice but to get up. Breakfast is at like 5 a.m. You don't have no choice but go to every meal. No matter how nasty you eating because you can't get no packages. From there I went to Albion, on the way back down, I went to Albion and did most of my time there. It was a little comfortable. It was cool. It's like a women's shelter. And then I came down to Taconic. And then from Taconic, I got picked up from Taconic and came home.
Okay, you're back on.
Right, yeah. So from that, he ended up getting a little bit, I think he had got a little bit more jail time than I did eventually. I didn't really pay attention to people up because it was just like, whatever. I got to eat I ate the consequences for not watching who I kept around me. So it's kind of like I'm that kind of person. Versus like putting the blame, like I just learned how to take accountability. Uh-huh. Like, all right, damn, if I would have paid more attention to who I had around me, it wouldn't have mattered. This shouldn't have happened to me.
Okay.
So I kind of really paid attention, but he ended up getting more time than I did. I don't know how he's doing now, but Hopefully, he living his best life. But that was an experience. And then, like, parole, the 3 years of parole was hell.
Wow, you have to go through different
I had
process.
to, first of all, I'm a little bit of a rebel. I'm not perfect. So, like, I was like a level 4. So, level 4 parole, and, like, you know, the curfew was a little later.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9 to 7 versus 7 to 7 or 6 or whatever. So, I had a bit more leeway. But, you know, when I came back from jail and all of that, I needed to make money. So, I jumped back into bartending and all of that shit. And I smoked weed. So this is the parole thing. Parole, I had to do that, and I had to do a drug program because my case had to do with drugs. So I did this drug program. I had to do it 3 times a week. I was doing that. I was working 3-on-1. I was bartending that night. When I came home, everybody threw my kids back at me. My kids were well taken care of. Let me put that. I made sure I had the money. All anybody had to do with me, all I had to do was go in magazines, write down the item number, and had them order it. My best friend and my father had my bank account information. I stacked when I knew I was going to jail. All they had to do, nobody really had to do shit. I take care. Big mama takes care of herself, okay? They just had to put in the orders for me. Like, yo, to write down these, I call my sister, yo, write these item down numbers, text them to my best friend, let her just put the order in on my pops. I was good. Commissary every 2 weeks, whatever. I had a bunkie. I had a bunkie that get money too. She bought the meats. I bought all the other shit. The sazon, the seasoning, the snacks. She'll have her meats and stuff. Like, I ate good upstate. I ate better than I ate at home. Let me want to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, let's backtrack for a second. You said you have a bunk. Yeah, explain it.
So I had before. All right, when you get in a house, upstate New York, you have to start with a bunkie. As people move out from the single bunks, they pull people like you on a list. So when you get a single bunk, you lit. You don't got to share with nobody. It's like your own little. Look, I'm saying how jail is fun. Nobody go to jail. Not fun. But
prison or jail?
This is prison.
Okay.
So this is not county. This is upstate. I think what jail was right in front of me. It was a guy jail. I was 8 hours away from Canada. From the first city of Canada, I was 8 hours away. I forgot what jail. So one of the guys in prisons, they boxed by our yard. So because we be in the yard and niggas be yelling out the window. Like, shut the fuck up. You can't see shit. You want to see some titties? Don't say it out the window. Yo, we wilding like just you know, just to get just you nigga, you locked up, we locked up too. Fuck. So anyway, I got a bunkie. So my bunkie at the time I moved in with, I had got cool her. Because you have to be lucky to get a cool bunkie because upstate, it's more white females than it is black females. And we are talking about like druggies. Like not all of them, but 80% of them. I'm talking about these bitches fighting over sniffing a Benadryl pill. They bad and druggy. So I happen to have a bunkie. She got money too. She got money outside and her packages is lit. My packages is lit. So we just split everything in half. Like, yo, when you get your packages sent in, buy all the meat, plantain, steakums, whatever, seasonings, whatever. Then when we went shopping together too. So whatever, we always spent the same amount of money. I'll buy the snacks, all the snacks we like, and we need like soaps, bars of soaps, whatever, she'll stack up on that. So when you get up there, if you ever have to do time, you just find somebody and kind of lock in if you can, because it don't come that easy. So, but anyway, so that was my bunkie. Me and her held it down. Even when we both got our separate bunks, we still would do the same thing. Like, yo, I didn't smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes is like money up there. So I used to have my best friend sending a case of cigarettes, and that's how I used to pay to get my hair braided and shit. And then the laundry lady, Miss G, I loved her. That was the house mama, basically. And she washed the clothes, so we go give her a pack of cigarettes, and we get our clothes washed every day. You just know how to handle yourself. Like, when I be hearing the niggas talk, they be like, yo, this how they had the house? I'm like, yo, I had the house too then. Fuck that. Me and my bitch had the house. So, people knew coming. We helped them out. Like, we was that. I don't beef for nobody. I'm not like that in the streets. I'm not going to go up there and act crazy. I'm going to be myself. So, anyway, I come home to parole.